Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Women's Spirit Festival Women's Spirit Festival interviews. And I have a very special guest here with me today. And I know that you are all going to enjoy this. If you're looking for clarity, peace, and just being in the moment, being present more than you ever have before, you're going to love this chat that I'm about to have with Marianne. Marianne, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, what can I say? That's me.
Well, let me
Yes,
introduce you.
I'm so thrilled that I can be here. Honestly, I just love it. Love
Oh,
it. What
I'm
an
glad.
opportunity. Yeah,
Yeah. And this community and the movement that's arising in women's wellness and awakening is a powerful thing to be
it
part of,
is. Yeah,
powerful thing that's happening here. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll introduce you in case people don't know who you are yet, but everybody in the comments say hello to us. Marianne Perez is a transformational speaker and coach, and she shares her work in multiple languages, English, Spanish, and German. And she works with people of all ages, from individuals to businesses and communities. And what she really helps people to do is reveal the innate capacity for clarity, peace, and authentic expression that is within all of us. And if you've seen her speak, you know that she just draws you into presence and asks really beautiful questions that put us here and now. So, Marianne, it's been such a pleasure to get to know you. I'm really excited to have you on this talk. And let's start with tell everybody a little bit more about you and your background, how you came to be doing this work.
Well, it's a long story, but it can be made really short. Um, I was born in Germany, went to Peru, grew up there, had my schooling, then to Germany, then to Mexico, then to Germany, and now I'm in Canada. So I have experienced a lot of cultures, a lot of different things. Was, I just retired from the government, but I was a shaman. I was with the Inca cosmology. I was a yoga teacher. I am a Reiki master. You name it. When we immigrated to Canada from Mexico, I peeled potatoes to make ends meet. So we came over with $5,000. Then it was a little more than now, but still, like we have amazing experiences. I lived in the slums in Mexico as a real person, and experienced that. And I also walked amongst presidents, like the family of Presidente Alemán in Mexico, and the sons and the grandchildren. And believe it or not, Formula One drivers had a boyfriend that was a race car driver. And yeah, I got to know, actually, still, I got to know Niki Lauda and Jackie Stewart. So yeah,
You've had such a
uh,
wealth of experience. Like we
yes,
could go on for hours with all these stories.
4
It's
hours.
fascinating.
So how I came to this was that I actually always, I mean, I was very efficient and I'm still very efficient. Nothing wrong with that. But there was always something missing. There was a discrepancy between my outer world, like everything was fine, or if it wasn't fine, I could manage it. And then there was a little thing inside, like something was missing. Or even I remember years ago telling somebody, it seems as if something is wants to come in and can't. But what is it? And how do I do this? Well, what? And I'm pretty sure everybody has that.
Yeah. I
Um,
wonder about our audience listening and watching. How many of you have ever had that feeling of something's missing or there's got to be more? Just put missing or more or me in the comments down below right now. Missing, more, me, just depending on what you relate with, because we're not alone in these feelings, right?
no, no, I learned that now that I thought it was just me, the weirdo.
Yeah.
But,
Yep, me too.
um,
So many of us think we're the only weirdo, and then we come together like this and we're like, oh, I'm not the only weirdo.
not that weird. I'm kind of normal. Um, yeah, and then I kept always pushing it aside a little bit. I mean, having grown up in a German family, very responsible, very efficient, very, I don't know, opinionated. And and then having lived in Latin America, which is a completely different mindset.
Yeah.
So I was lucky enough to realize those differences, that there's not one set one mindset. This is how it has to go. And so I was that is a fortune to have that. But anyway,
Especially
of
as a
course,
kid and a young woman, like it would have expanded your mindset and your awareness automatically.
yes, it did and it didn't when I was younger, fitting in and doing my thing. And I was very proud of that too, that I could manage it all. And I just thought, that's how you had to be in order to be a recognized human being, something like that. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm pretty sure people can relate to that.
absolutely.
Um, Absolutely. We all think we have to do something. That my last talk was about pretending. And it's nothing wrong with that. We all do it. We want to fit in. We want to, at work, even at home,
Yeah,
this is how the perfect mother has to look, and you do it, and then you're exhausted.
totally. Even within our own selves, we
Oh,
have a level of pretending. And you said it right. Like then we end up exhausted. I've experienced that. I know that many women here put an E in the comments if you've experienced that exhaustion from trying to be something or do
yes.
something that's not
And it's an
authentic.
inner exhaustion. Um, Outside, actually, people, because I'm pretty together. And I love organizing things. So I'm pretty organized, and people outside would say, "Oh, you're so organized, you're so well, blah 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 blah." But inside it was stress, really.
Yeah.
Um, when I came here to Canada, my mentor for the shaman training, which was a year, she asked me, do you, something about anxiety, and I had no idea what it was. Not because it was English. He said, "What is anxiety?" So, I mean, I'm pretty sure I had anxiety moments, but I didn't know because I was so into it.
Yeah.
Plus, 30 years ago or 20 years ago, we didn't talk that much about this yet.
We didn't talk about
But
anxiety or mental health or stress openly as especially as women. We'd be
no,
like,
it
I've
was
got it
just
all
like,
together.
no, deal with it, kind of
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. But anyway, what got me more and more and more, and I did like courses, and I did certificates, and I did retreats, and followed everybody from Eckhart Tolle to Tony Robbins, who how that goes.
How many of you can
Uh,
relate to following
yeah,
all the teachers? Just put all in the comments, me too, and taking all the trainings. Yeah.
yes. And nothing wrong with that. I have to say that gave me such a broad way of looking at life. Okay,
Yes.
so don't think I'm against that. No way.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Whatever comes up, do it.
Yes.
But there was still that little thing. Well, I did this course now, and that it was all raw, raw, and nice. Coming back home, man,
Yeah. Can we
it
implement?
went
Can we?
back to normal. It went like, oh, I was so hyped up in that retreat or something. And now how do I do it myself? I can't. I need to get to another retreat, or I need to go on another holiday, or
Yeah.
I need to go to another country because this country isn't good enough. Stuff like that.
Oh, true.
I know people relate to that because every time I speak to somebody,
Yeah.
finally you say it.
Yeah. I bet you a lot of women here can relate if you can, but relate in the comments to doing all the things. And then it's like you have to keep doing those in order to live it at home. But ultimately, long
Yes,
term, like how do we actually bring that in to our lives so we're not having to go to the retreat every time?
yes. Now, I found out, well, there was a friend of mine. She tried to actually get me into a network marketing business, which I didn't do. But she had something. There was something that, I'm like, oh, I wonder what she has. What is it? Well, it turns out her husband is a three principal coach, and I can explain a little bit later, but uh, and he invited me to a free session, which I can do too. And that actually, it was just the first little step. Oh, I'm not that crazy. And that little thing, and I call this my awareness guy. And it's
Love
like
them.
it was there all the time, but I wasn't listening. There you go. I wasn't listening to it.
Yeah.
But because we're so habituated
Yeah. To keep searching outside. Oh, did Mary?
to do certain routines, certain things, my thinking. Anyway, come on, you sit down there and be quiet. Um, so that opened my mind, and um, then I started learning little by little in the Hispanic group, and I learned about the three principle. It's not a knowledge thing. Uh, I don't know how to say it because it's not a teaching, it's not a process, it is an awareness.
Mm.
So who came up with this was a guy called Sydney Banks, and he was a Scottish welder, but he lived on Salt Spring Island in BC in Canada. And he suddenly one day he wasn't happy at all. He was grumpy and ugh. So one day he just had an insight, one of those that I never had, that say, whoa, suddenly it opens up.
Yeah.
Some call it insight, some call it enlightenment, awakening. Some people
Mhm.
have that, others go through it little by little. And there's also nothing wrong with not having it, honestly. There isn't. Because at the end of the day, we're all perfect. We're not broken. We're good. We're just good. We just forgot. Let's put it this way.
Mm.
So I started to go into the different groups all over the world, mainly in the German speaking world and the Spanish, and then English is all over the place. And every single webinar I went, I was hooked. So I'm like, oh, this is me.
Yeah.
It wasn't something new at all. It was
Rather than it being a new technique and the next best thing.
me. It was like
Yeah.
coming home. Oh.
Yeah.
So that eventually got me, all last year I did a mastery course in Spanish, but it doesn't really matter, for the coaching, conversational coaching, transformational coaching. It's based on the three principles, but we don't really sell it like it. Okay.
Yeah.
It is a conversation. So what I do is I have conversations with people about what's on their mind. When I meet with people, it all depends. If I'm invited into a business,
Mhm.
then I first find out, what do you want to accomplish? But I always ask for what is it? What's on your mind? It
Yeah.
can be in a big group or it can be just one-on-one, right? And why are you looking for something, some help? Also, I never coach anything in theory. It is all what I know now. Like it's from my inner being to the other inner being
Yeah.
there.
And that's what makes true transformational coaching is somebody who actually is
Absolutely.
experiencing it, not just
Yeah.
talking about it.
Now, there are people that say, I have no clue what you're talking about. What the heck are you talking about?
It's
No
deep
idea.
work. Yeah.
But if they want to continue, I continue. Many have aha, or I call them even soft. Oh. moments. Okay. It's not like you learn something and now I'm going to follow these steps and I'm going to read these books and I'm going to put these crystals on.
We've done
Nothing
all
like that.
that. We need
I
more of
did
that. Yeah.
big time. And it all helped. It all guided me to this.
Yeah.
And so I have a conversation with them. Usually the first is just tell me, tell me. Not don't tell me about you. Tell me what's on your mind. What and there's a difference. I don't
There's
want
a
to know
difference.
their past.
Yeah.
The past is gone. The future is not even here.
Yeah.
So, are you here? That's the first thing. Just bring yourself in here, breathe. There are many little exercises that you can do. But then I asked, what, what, what is on your mind? Most come and are so used to it with, well, I had this past or I have this problem. And I hopefully gently, the German gentle, bring them back to just come home and just tell me what. And some have a hard time doing that because we're so in our heads,
Yeah, we have to train
intellectual,
ourselves
framing
to,
something.
yeah, we have
Yeah.
to get inside our hearts. This is really good work.
It is hard, but it's not. You suddenly realize it's so simple.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I
it is
find
hard
more and
first.
more people are interested in this kind of depth. Like we've done all the other trainings, and it's like, wait, there's not just a step-by-step process to get
No.
here. It's
Yes.
different.
One thing I have to say, the three principal basics are now used more and more in psychiatry, in the official psychiatry, psychology, mental health groups, etc. Okay.
Wow, that's
And
good.
especially the younger, the easier they get it.
Yeah.
Because when we're kids, when we're 2, 3 years old still, that's how we are. And then we get covered up, right?
Mhm.
And so teenagers actually appreciate this. I can't say how beautiful it is when they are so honest and so yes, I get it. And then they try to blame their parents and I'm no, 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 come back here.
Yeah.
Okay. Leave the politics, the parents or whatever alone, come back here.
Yeah.
And they love it. But everybody's different.
Yeah.
So now, underneath those conversations, there's a simple understanding about how the human being works, okay, and how we create our experience of life moment to moment through, now it comes, thought. Like it's the interplay between mind, consciousness, and thought. So those are the three principles,
Mind,
okay?
consciousness, thought.
Three. Now, it's really one big thing. But to make it easier for our human mind to understand, because immediately everybody will notice to try to get this intellectually.
Yeah.
I don't know, could maybe the listeners put in the comments an I for intellect.
Eye for intellect. Yeah, we do.
I.
We try to understand it, especially if we're like
Yes.
using our mind.
Yes.
And then,
We try to understand it and we're like, "Uh, you wouldn't believe it how many people say, huh? What? I don't get it.
but we can't understand it with just our minds.
No, you can't understand it with your intellect. So what you have to do is say, I learned that with the shamans, go in your belly, or
Mm,
even go in your throat or in your heart. Heart math has that. Breathe through your heart.
yeah.
But don't do it intellectually again. Oh, I have to go in my heart. That's again, you're
Thinking
thinking
about, am
it.
I doing it right? Or those kind of things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So mind, consciousness, and thought. And I don't teach, or we don't teach the three principles as a curriculum. There is no. It is just what comes out, and it's a beautiful dance between the group and, the other person sitting in front of me and myself. So every time I coach, I enrich my soul and theirs.
Yeah.
If that doesn't happen, I didn't do the right thing. And at least I have, like right now, I'm talking to you and I have goosebumps. And I'm so just there. I'm not speaking from my head. I don't know where it comes from. No
Yeah.
idea. Okay. You wouldn't believe how much that, first of all, calms the person.
Yeah.
Once they know me, they kind of, I can relax here. But the first time, you're right.
Yeah.
And suddenly it opens up something for them.
Yeah.
And we cannot fix ourselves. Well, there's nothing to fix. We
That's a
are
good.
perfect. We're
Yeah.
not broken. We're good.
The
We're just
self-help
covered up.
industry just keeps making us think that we have to fix ourselves and we keep doing this step process or this one. And I like what you just said. There's nothing to
No.
fix.
And so many people ask me, well, like the regular therapists, of course, it's nice if they keep coming back because they're paying, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it's an honor if they come back because they want to open more. That's what I have a coach. Every coach should have a coach.
Yeah.
Okay. So I open more and more and I give that. Like the giving is amazing, but I getting back. So I don't know if you understand that. It's just a very cool, I call it dance.
It
Okay.
is.
Um Now, I want to explain a little bit, if you don't mind. Do we still have time?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Okay. About what about these three principles? Because I know it's like, hey, I want to know about that. What
I was going
consciousness?
to ask.
And then now the new thinking is evolving towards ontology. Everybody can look that up. More integrated, more not as linear anymore. We're changing, the age of Aquarius and all that. So what I came up with is think about a movie or a movie theater. Okay. You need three things to have it work together for you to have the experience. So there's the mind, and that is like the projector itself. Now, just to make a little bit, there is the divine, I call it divine, but the universal, the big mind. There is the divine thought as that energy. And then there's consciousness, the
Yeah.
divine, the consciousness that is everywhere. Within that, we have, and I'm trying to explain it in a very human way. There's no scientific thing behind this, but it makes sense. So but within that is our little mind. Uh, uh, and that sounds like bad. No, our personal mind sounds nicer, right?
Absolutely.
Or our thinking, our personal thinking, which many relate to the ego. I don't see anything wrong with the ego. It prevents me from running across the street and getting hit by a
Right?
bus.
We need it to function in
And
this society that we're in and
we live in this
use it.
frame. We have to have some kind of frame to hold on to, right?
Right.
And then the consciousness, it's not like, am I good? Am I bad? Oh, I misbehaved. It is this big screen. Okay. So the mind is like the projector. So it's more specifically, it's like the electricity powering everything.
Yeah.
And it is the life force. It is that life force. Okay. I get all about this. And so without power, and we know now, without power, nothing happens.
True. Power
Nothing.
out. No movie.
No movie. It doesn't matter where the power comes from, but we need power, right?
Yeah.
Now the thought is like the film strip, okay, that goes through the projector. It is the content, okay,
Yeah.
and the image is the story that's actually on the film.
Yes.
So every frame is different and it's constantly changing. So our thought is this energy that gives us our thinking. And it's an amazing tool. We just use it to often to make us ourselves suffer. We
Yeah.
could use it to make ourselves a wonderful world, but we're
Right.
so addicted to suffering emotionally.
And then we just spin in the suffering.
Oh,
It's just a
absolutely.
film strip.
And yeah, and then
Yep.
there's a consciousness that is like the screen.
Yeah.
So there's a projector, the thinking, and it goes on the screen. And then it reflects back to us. Some call it the mirror, the shamans call it the mirror, look in each other's eyes, and you will reflect, see yourself. You don't really see yourself. I didn't understand that, but now I do, because I understand now I cannot experience anything directly. The human being is not set up to experience that black chair there in front of me, or the weather, or uh, even my husband. Like, that was weird. I was looking at
Yeah.
him, I'm like,
We
I
have
can see you there.
we have
It's through
everything in between in here.
my thinking.
Wow.
It can only be done through the thinking. We
Right.
cannot experience anything. So blaming something in the past doesn't make sense, because it is still thinking, and it's such an habitual thinking.
That's such a
And we have
powerful
10,
statement, Marianne. Blaming something in the past doesn't make sense. Did you all just hear that? Like somebody write that in the chat for us so we can remember. Because,
doesn't,
yeah,
oh, it was, for me, it was a huge, everything I say, I swear, I had that in the past. I believed it so much,
yeah,
because of course you also start from your parents and from your grandparents and from
yeah.
school and from all, you just think that's it.
Yeah, we have so much. Marianne, this
Yeah,
is such an incredible conversation to keep going into. And you also have a three-part series that you're
I
doing
do.
here in Women's Spirit Festival. So tell everybody just a little bit about what they can expect in your three-part series. Because everyone, are you feeling the depth of Marianne's teachings here? And it's not about experiencing it here, but it's really about experiencing it. So tell us about that three-part series.
First of all, it's not a teaching, okay? I'm not teaching anybody anything,
Yeah,
because we all have it inside of us. And that is what I, as a guide, point the person to. And then I let her go, or I let him go. It's like I teach you to fish, and then it's up to you if you want to take it or not.
nice.
So my three talks are, big thing is beyond noise, and I call this noise in our heads. It takes courage to realize. A lot of people have told me, nope, nope, it's not noise, it's there. It's not noise. It is noise.
I agree.
And a friend of mine in Argentina said it's the song, if you want to be more gentle with yourself, it's a song in your head.
Yeah,
It
it is.
can
And
be a
it's
nice
always
song, it can be,
playing.
yeah. So beyond noise, and the first one is beyond, I called it stress because a lot of people can relate to that. It was more beyond thinking,
Yeah,
how it creates stress, because we think, we feel, then it sets in our body. It's not the other way around.
yeah,
Although it doesn't work the other way around. We live in a world of
yeah,
this, that's it. The second one is beyond pretending. And that was not easy for me, because a lot of people hear the word pretending, and I'm not pretending, I'm real. But we are.
we
We lack authenticity, but then we're real. And everything requires emotional courage to
yeah,
say, I'm going to jump, I'm going to do it. You don't need anything else, just that.
yeah.
And then the third one will be beyond the illusion,
Mm,
kind of what I said about the movie.
very nice. Yeah,
So we're not living, no, there's a chair and everything, but I can give it meaning through my thinking.
perfect.
I can be upset about the rain or not. The
Right?
rain rains.
Right. And it's all in here. So everyone,
Yes.
you can search for Marianne's talks by going to the little search icon. Looks like a little magnifying glass, typing in her name, Marianne Perez, and everything that she's offered in Women's Spirit Festival will come up. Plus, you can connect with her. So right here in this chat, you can comment in, just say thank you right now. Put what you're enjoying about what she's saying here right in the comments, and you can connect with her. Send her a friend request, follow her, get in DMs with her. This is what's so sweet about Women's Spirit Festivals. All of you audience, speakers, everybody can be in true connection. So if you like what Marianne's saying, reach out to her, connect with her, watch her other talks. And Marianne, do you have a gift you'd like to give to the audience as well?
I do actually, for those that are in this call, um, I would love to give you a, I call it laser coaching session, a one-on-one. I mean, if you want two people, that's fine. I want to bring my sister, that's fine. It is though a little bit of a different dynamic, right? Because the sister might have live in a completely different world. So,
Yeah,
but I don't mind that either.
yeah,
So yeah, about a 30-minute, whatever comes up. I'm not too hung up on time. By the way, when you get this understanding, you have more time.
yeah.
I don't know how it works, but
Time
you have
slows
more
down.
time.
Yeah, the more present we are.
Time.
So
So
how can
that is
everybody
what
get this?
I would look through the comments and get in touch with you personally, and then we'll set up a time or something.
Yeah. And so maybe they should put like a word in the chat right here so that you know. How about
Yes.
coaching?
Oh, laser. What about
Laser.
laser?
Oh, I love that. Put laser in the chat right here. Put laser in the chat, and somebody will, or Marianne will connect with you personally. Put laser in the chat. Yeah. Thank you so much, Marianne, for being here, taking this time to give your presence and your gifts to this community. I appreciate you so much, and I've really enjoyed this interview. Anything last to leave our audience off with?
Um, y- well, with one quote from Sydney Banks, which has meant a lot to many people. We are all, each human, no, no exception. Each human is only one thought away from mental health.
Oh, that's good.
One thought.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
somebody write that in the chat. It's beautiful. We're just one thought away from mental health.
yeah.
And this has been so
We
present in
are
our society.
only, and we're not broken. We're just perfect. We're genius. We're
Mm,
infinite.
mm,
We're wonderful people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Marianne, thank you so much for being here and giving your time to this community. I'm excited to go in and catch all three of your talks. Everyone, again, put laser in the chat, search for Marianne, connect with her. And everyone, thank you all so much for being the best part of Women's Spirit Festival. And I'll see you all in the next interview. Thanks again, Marianne.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Take care.